I was reading Max Muller and found that some languages don't have an exact word for animal. That line stopped me. It sounded small at first, a mere linguistic curiosity, but it kept echoing. Since when did we begin to separate ourselves from the rest of life? And what if the whole habit of distinction is a kind of illusion, born not from nature but from grammar? Take the Ojibwe. They divide the world not into human and animal, but into animate and inanimate. Bears, trees, and even thunder are all animate, alive with spirit, grammatically marked as beings who act and respond. There's no single noun for animal because there's no need for one. To speak Ojibwe is to live in a world already alive, where humanness is not a category above, only a variant among. Travel to the Yucatec Maya, and you find a similar pulse. Their wordway can mean companion spirit, alter ego, or animal self. People and creatures share identities. Transformations between them aren't metaphors, but realities of being. The distinction human or animal simply doesn't fit the logic of the language. In Warlpiri, spoken in Central Australia, the pronouns that refer to people can also refer to dogs or kangaroos. The kinship terms stretch across species. The world is organized by relationships, not kinds. The Ainu of northern Japan speak of kamui, the spirit beings. A bear is kamui, so is an owl, so is the mountain itself. Humans are Ainu people, but the relation isn't vertical, it's reciprocal. When a bear is hunted, it's treated as a visiting god returning home. Again, no need for the word animal, because there is no conceptual space for the non-human to exist as a lesser category. Even ancient Chinese thought operated without a unified notion of animal. The word shou referred mostly to furry quadrupeds. Birds, fish, insects, and serpents each had their own classifications, and together they made up Wanwu, the 10,000 things, meaning the totality of existence. Humans were never outside this totality. They were one among the 10,000. It's only with Greek and Latin that the border begins to harden. Zoon in Greek and animal in Latin once meant simply living being. Early on, these included humans. But by the time of Aristotle and later the Church Fathers, animal was reduced to what lacks reason or soul. Descartes sealed the divide by calling beasts automatons, living machines without consciousness. The taxonomy of life became a moral ladder with us on top. Language mirrors the shift. In English, animal came to mean not living being, but everything that isn't human. The word that once united all creatures was turned into offense. And yet the older languages whisper something else, that perhaps the fence was never real. If the Ojibwe grammar treats a stone as animate, if the Ainu call the bear a god, if the Maya see themselves mirrored in jaguar and deer, then the separation collapses. The very idea of animal becomes an artifact of our own linguistic isolation. Maybe the question isn't when we made this distinction, but why we needed it. Was it comfort? Control? A story to justify dominion? Because when you look at the biological facts, we remain animals. Zoa among zoa, minds carried by meat, breath stitched into atmosphere. Every boundary we draw eventually leaks. Perhaps it's time to remember what those other languages never forgot, that the word animal was our invention, not nature's, and that life, in its 1,000 grammars, still refuses to separate itself.